What is going on, guys? Inferno LH here, and today I'm going to be doing another r/Terraria video. Now, I did one of these a year ago, and I was planning on doing some more of these, maybe have like a video series on it or something like that. And I haven't made one for a long time, so here we are, making another one. But for this video, I'm going to be looking at the top posts for the last week, so let's get right on into it. 5th Goblin Invasion be like, get the flip out of my house. We have come for your doors. Dude, I know, the Goblin Invasion is so annoying. Like, I'll just be minding my own business or doing whatever I have planned that I want to do in the game, and then a random Goblin Invasion will spawn, and they just destroy all of the doors. Like, why aren't they just programmed to just open the doors? They have to literally, like, break the doors and destroy them. I've lost too many doors for this. Bro, forget zodiac signs. Do you spawn the wall of flesh at the left side of the world or the right one? Now, honestly, I don't actually really choose which side I want him to spawn on. Sometimes I do the left, sometimes I do the right. I just kind of go with whatever happens he spawns on. And I know he'll spawn on the left or right based off of where you are compared to the spawn point, but I don't really ever choose. I just kind of go with whatever happens. Trick for finding Skylands, details in the comments. So this is actually a pretty cool idea that I've never actually heard of before. So basically what it's saying, as you can see from the images that say Sky Island above, if you find pools of shallow water like this in the image, then that can mean that there's a Sky Island just in the sky right above it, and you can build up and possibly find a Sky Island. But, as it shows below, no Sky Islands. If the water is running, then there's no Sky Island, or if it's like a small pool in the jungle, that doesn't count because that just happens all the time. But this is an interesting concept that I've never seen before. Usually what I would do to find Sky Islands is just fly around with a gravitation potion, but if I didn't do that, I used to actually use a water bolt from the dungeon and just shoot that in the sky, and if it bounced back down, then that means there's a Sky Island there. Official Terraria graphic novel. Now this is pretty cool. If you didn't know this, Terraria is making their own graphic novel, which is actually pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure they actually made some sort of comic before a long time ago, but this is pretty cool. I wonder how it would turn out. I might end up getting it. I might not. I don't know yet. But this seems to probably be the cover image for it, and it looks pretty cool actually. So yeah, I might consider getting it, even though I'm not that much of a reader. I don't really enjoy reading. But graphic novels are a bit different, I guess, aren't they? Petition to add something like this in the new Terraria patch. Now, this is something that I was actually talking about with one of my friends. What if there was some sort of zenith weapon for each class? You know, instead of just for melee, what if there was like a zenith weapon for summoner or ranged or mage, you know? Something like this would be really cool, and yeah, you can see them combining a bunch of different bows to make some sort of bow. I don't know if this is a zenith bow or not, but it kind of looks like one. But I think this would be really cool if they added this. Now, I don't think they ever will, but I kind of wish they would. You should Terra yourself. Now! I thought it would be fun to have the Tavern Keep fall unconscious again after a party. When the player wakes him up, he gives them a traffic cone. He isn't sure how he found it. Party time's over. I'll be honest, I'm not surprised I passed out, but can someone explain to me where on Name of World I got this traffic cone? You know, that's actually a pretty interesting idea. That'd be pretty funny if they actually added this kind of thing into the game. Now, traffic cone, I don't know what you would do with that. Probably be some sort of decoration item that you just place on the ground or something. But a pretty interesting idea. Makeup. Placeable item you can use like a dresser to change skin color. The only thing you can't change again after character creation. Now, I don't know if they're ever going to add something like this, but I actually kind of would like that. I'd probably never even use it, but I know a lot of people would. I don't know why it's not something in the game. Like this post says, you can change everything about your character, even the name now. But you can't change the skin color. Suggestion, a combination of all the teleporting items. Now this would be a pretty interesting item to add to the game. I don't think this would be something they'd add into the vanilla game, but maybe like a mod or something could have this. So it says right click brings up teleport menu, so I guess this kind of works. So you get to choose what you want it to teleport you to. This is actually a pretty cool idea. Forgery. What the? This must be some sort of mod, right? Yeah, this is not in the vanilla game. This dude's just painting his silver coins with gold paint, and boom, he gets a gold coin. This is who created this mod? You just basically creating free money. In this mod, are you able to paint the gold coin platinum? Get free platinum coins? I turned the Empress of Light into a minion. Wow, that actually looks really cool. Let's see it fly around. Ooh. Now, I really like that attack. It has all the different lights and colors that the Empress of Light has. This actually looks like it could have been some sort of minion that's in the base game, but yeah, that actually looks really cool. Get zodiac signs. What's your favorite slime? Now, honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the green one just because that's just like the original slime, the most known slime for Terraria. I'm just gonna go with the green one, but what do you guys decide? Comment down below. Can we make it so that when people use the dark blue solution on chlorophyte, it becomes shroomite? No, this would actually be a really cool idea, which I think would actually make sense, because to get shroomite, you just combine chlorophyte and the blue mushrooms, so why not be able to use blue solution on chlorophyte and make it into shroomite? 1.4.4 idea, dim torches. Dim torches dimmer than normal for spooky builds and adventure maps. They also do not count as a light source for housing requirements. And they would be crafted with torches and black ink to create dim torches. Now, I think this is actually a pretty cool idea, and like they said, this could be used for a lot of different spooky builds, but also, if it doesn't count for housing requirements, this is a way you can have torches in a build and not have to worry about NPCs moving in. And I think this would actually be pretty cool, and I feel like this would make sense to be crafted in maybe like the graveyard biome, because that's usually where, I don't know, it just makes sense to me. But this dim torch, I feel like you would get that confused in your inventory for regular torches. Maybe change the sprite a bit for in your inventory, but other than that, I think that's actually a pretty cool idea. 1.4.4 idea, NPC pets, sold at max happiness. Now this is actually a pretty interesting idea. It looks really strange though, I have to say. Imagine having a pet of the NPC. It's just a smaller version of that NPC, and I think that'd be very strange having a small NPC of that character following you around, wouldn't you think? I don't know, it's pretty interesting. I could see that in a mod or something, but that just looks very weird to me. Now, this person created a resprite of the Molten set that's already in the game. Now, this looks actually pretty cool. I like both versions of the set, the base version and this resprite. They actually did a pretty good job on recreating this. I made more Nightmare for you guys. Skeletron fan art. Wow, that looks very cool. I can tell they spent a lot of time on this, because this looks like pretty realistic actually. I really like the way that this looks. I don't know. It just looks really cool. I don't know what else to say. Fake life fruit, an item made from 1 life fruit and 10 chlorophyte ores to spawn the Plantera. Now, I think this would actually be a really good idea, a different way to be able to spawn Plantera in, because there are so many times where I'm looking for more Plantera bulbs in my jungle and I just can't find them. Either because I'm just unlucky with spawns on them, or I happen to use all of them and they haven't regrown yet. But I would really like an item like this. Wall of Flesh killed itself with my Thorns potion, and for the worthy, Master Mode. Boom, wow. And yep, there goes the Wall of Flesh. And you also died at the same time. Now this makes me kinda wanna do a build where you're completely passive. And I know there's a bunch of accessories where when you get hit, the enemy will take damage in some sort of way, like those Fallen Star, like the Star Veil or some other accessories. I kinda wanna do a full playthrough of just a build like that. Now it might get a bit boring and, you know, it might be actually hard to defeat the endgame bosses, but that'd be an interesting playthrough to do, where the only times you can damage an enemy is when they attack you. I made one of my Minecraft builds in Terraria. Now this actually looks really cool. It actually looks like a Minecraft build because they're trying to make the blocks look like the Minecraft blocks, but also all of them are in the shapes of the cubes Now, I don't know how people are able to make these 3D builds. Like, I'm actually a pretty decent builder, but how do people make all these 3D builds? It just looks like it'd be very difficult. I might be able to try doing this, but I don't know. It just seems very complicated to make 3D builds like this in a 2D game. Alright, and those are the top posts for this week in r/Terraria. If you did enjoy this video, could you please like and subscribe to my channel? I would really appreciate it, as over 90% of people who do watch my videos are not subscribed. I will also leave the link to my Discord server in the description of this video if you want to go ahead and join that. But anyways, make sure to take a good stroll through the walk, and goodbye.